April of last year, I decided I was done. I decided that count me out. I have been just, a lot of us have just been in constant interaction with people from like, you know what I'm saying, our teenage years. I was tired, and I decided to go on this celibacy journey, which I urge everybody to at some point in their life embark upon, because you learn so much about yourself, about what you want out of that deep physical interaction, what it means to you. Like, it's just so much deeper than what we are really taught and exposed to. We are really like the pornography generation, and all we've seen is performing. I heard somewhere,
37-year-old woman, and I've been celibate for 2 years.
What?
I've been celibate for 2 years.
Where'd that come from?
I want to know, is that the reason why?
What's the philosophy here? You're not a virgin. You got 2 people came out of you. What's going on?
Oh, no, you did not.
Oh, no, you did not have the nerve to bring vagina out here and close it up at 37 years old with 2 kids out here.
Yes.
You got your goddamn mind. I wish I would meet a 37-year-old with 2 kids and think you're almost 40 years old with 2 kids talking about celibate. You need to be trying to get that shit away to secure a man.
Hey, what's going on, good people? In this video, we're going to be discussing a lady who left her boyfriend because she felt as though she was asking this guy to do too much. And this is just another reason why men are avoiding marriage like a plague, because we are noticing that women will break up with you for anything. And if you're married to her, she will run to the courthouse and divorce you over anything. So we're definitely going to get into it and break it down. But before we do, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. Like the video, drop a comment down below. Let's get right into it.
They're really right when they say that when you are with the right person, you will never feel like you are asking them of too much. And I am currently dealing with someone to where I think asking him of anything is asking too much, which I know I'm not, because I'm actually asking for the bare minimum. So something that I really value in relationships is consistent communication. And surprisingly enough, this person does not give me consistent communication.
But what she really means by constant communication is she has trust issues. She would like to know what you are doing every day. What time you woke up, what time you went to work, what time did you go to bed? Did you go on another date with another woman? Are you still dating? She's trying to determine, are you going to be the type of man that she can control or not?
And surprisingly enough, this person does not give me consistent communication. So earlier this week, I had made the decision to sit down with him and tell him in person that I needed consistent communication in order to feel safe and secure in this relationship. Side note, another way that I know that this person is not right for me is because I spent days planning this speech that I was going to give, where I feel like if it was the right person, I would just be able to openly share my feelings with him and not feel like I'm walking on eggshells, being afraid to say the wrong thing and scare him away. But anyways, the day came and I finally sat down with him. I got the courage to start the conversation, and I tried my best to not put all the blame on him. So I worded it more so in terms of like, it hurts me when I'm ignored, or it hurts me when we go days without talking to one another, because like I said, I didn't want to attack him, even though it 100% is all on him. Conversation went well. It seemed like he took it in a good way. He said, "Thank you. I really appreciate you telling me that." And I was like, okay, cool. Let's see what happens. This boy lasted 2 days. 2 days texting me and following through with my need for consistent communication. The first day, I did not hear from him until 11:15 p.m. I actually woke up to that text because I had do not disturb on my phone and I was already sleeping. And then the second day, I actually only heard from him because I had a question that I needed to ask him, and then he responded. And then did not hear from him at all yesterday, and I heard from him again today, claiming that he was super, super busy. And again, this just really solidifies to me that this is clearly not the right person for me, because if he valued me, at least in the slightest, he would make it a priority to make sure that he makes contact with me at least once a day, because I told him that it makes me anxious and worried when I go days without hearing from him. And honestly, I feel like asking for daily communication / acknowledgement is not a big ask at all. But since this is the wrong person, I honestly am made to feel like I am asking for so much. And that is not fair to me.
This woman should know that if a man don't, contact you the next day, contact you later on that week, he's probably not all that interested in you. This is a woman here who wasn't comprehending the messages this man was trying to send to her. He was simply trying to put her on the weekly rotation. It pretty much just sounds like she was wanting more and he was wanting, like, just some weekly company. I know for me, I have experienced women like this in my past, but I always hated when women would like require me to text her every day. I got to call and check in with her every day. Like, yeah, I'm not no little boy. You can pick up your phone and call and text me too. It's almost like they just sitting back waiting on a man to text them and tell them, what it is. A lot of these women don't want to drop their pride and text the man first or call the man first. It's like everybody got this chip on their shoulder. They want to be like, oh, I want to feel like this man chasing me and all this crap. Ladies, y'all are gonna lose with that.
For any of the women out there who are like me and have never been in a committed relationship before, I have a theory. So I don't know about you, but I am a really big dreamer. Since I was a little kid, I can remember having the most vivid imagination.
She's also one of those online personal trainers who think just because of the way they look, she thinks she can demand certain requests from alpha men. So she thinks that she looks better than she actually does. One thing that she is forgetting is that wall is coming, and that wall will be here in just a short matter of time. She don't got a lot of time before she's a cat lady.
But my point is that I have such a clear vision of what I want my relationship, or I guess relationships, if some don't work out, to look like, that if I meet someone that doesn't necessarily fit the mold of what I'm imagining that relationship to be, then I don't really give it the time of day. Now, some might say that that's me being picky or me having too high of standards, but I honestly do not care anymore how high my standards might be.
She's pretty much saying that she will never date an average man. If you're not the man that she wants you to be in her head, she's not going to settle for you. So when a lot of these women end up not having a relationship at all and dying alone, I don't feel bad for them because they welcome their situation by being so picky. So she deserved the loneliness that she's going to experience one day.
I have standards, but I honestly do not care anymore how high my standards might be. Because I'm honestly at a point in my life where I am so, I guess, fulfilled, and I am so at peace with myself and who I am, that there's no point to let a man in just for the sake of saying that I'm in a relationship. And I know that I've come on here being upset so many times of being like, well, when is it going to be my turn? But after a lot of reflection and a lot of introspection, I have realized that if I have to wait another 10 years to have my first boyfriend, then so be it. I know exactly what I'm looking for, and it's not something that I can really describe in words. It's more so a feeling that I know I'm going to get when I am with someone that I want to pursue a relationship with. And when I think about it too, all of the things that I dreamt about as a kid, for the most part, ended up happening as an adult. Which is why I trust my mind so much to create the things that I know can happen and are going to happen. So I guess what I'm trying to say is it's okay to have a very vivid imagination and have an image of what you want your future to look like. Every single thing in my life that has happened exactly when it was supposed to, exactly at the right moment, and I wouldn't trade it for anything, which is why I know that me waiting for my first boyfriend or partner is going to be worth it. And one of the most beautiful things that anyone has ever told me, I think this happened when I was like 12 or 13. It was my friend's mom, and she looked at me and she goes, Alexa, you're going to have the most beautiful love story. I can honestly say that that quote is the reason that I have never settled for any relationships, and why I will not get into my first relationship unless it's someone that I'm absolutely certain about that's going to add to my life.
See, guys, we all are victims of the times that we are living in. I'm a student of history, and I remember reading books where a lot of men and women talked about the fact that they was just waiting for a letter in the mail from their boyfriend or girlfriend because the man was out at war. So they would wait to get a letter in the mail, a year or two later to hear from their loved ones. But nowadays, we're living in modern times where people have cell phones, and if you don't contact them every day or answer their phone call, reply to their text, they're super angry about it. And not only that, they will break up with you, or it's cause for a divorce because someone didn't return your call or reach out to you right away. I'm gonna close this video out right here. If you want to see more content, be sure to follow me on Datingwright Live. Make sure you hit that subscribe button like you hit on your favorite IG model. Like the video, drop a comment down below. Now we'll see you in the next video.